Hey guys, welcome to this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're talking about beauty news and I wanted to take a closer look at all of the new releases and discuss with you what I'm planning to purchase and what I think is not worth the splurge. There are very interesting collections coming and I think it's important to discuss which ones are going to be interesting for you and for me. Please join me in the comment section below and let me know what are the products that you want to see reviewed here on my YouTube channel. This always helps me a lot to make the right decision. And if you're new here and you enjoy beauty talks, please be sure to subscribe. I would love to welcome you to this beauty community. If you're returning, welcome back, dear friends. Now, without further ado, I want to start showing you photos, and most of the photos that I'm going to show you are from my favorite beauty news account, and this is WZ_beauty. I'm going to make sure to link this account in the description box so that you can follow the account. This account shows the latest beauty news and you can see swatches as well, close-ups of the products, and also some promo photos of products that are about to be released. And this is one of my favorite accounts, so please be sure to follow the account. I'm going to make sure to leave a link in the description box. And then the other account that I wanted to mention is of a very good friend of mine. This is Eka. A lot of you probably know her. She's an Instagram content creator and I've mentioned her in the past as well. So she is based in the US and she has early access to a lot of the makeup collections that arrive later in Europe, like let's say Tom Ford, Suku. I don't have access to these, or my access is very limited to these collections, so I always take advantage and have a look at her account because she buys the product, she shows close-ups of the products and swatches. So in case you're not following her, please be sure to follow her because there you can see a lot of new makeup products and she shows swatches, which I think is very valuable. First of all, I'd like to start with Guerlain's Summer 2023 makeup collection, and I want to show you swatches of the beautiful eyeshadow palette. It is a limited edition. As a lot of you probably remember, I'm a huge fan of Guerlain's eyeshadows and I love the formulation of the eyeshadows of Guerlain. I have 5 or 6 eyeshadow palettes so far and I really like them. Unfortunately, they did not arrive at my local Guerlain retailer, even though they were promising that it's going to arrive probably sometime later. But I want to show you swatches. The swatches that you're seeing are thanks to Eka, who was very kind to allow me to post photos and close-ups and swatches of the eyeshadow palette. I think that it's a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Also, be sure to check out Eka's account because she has also reels and different videos of the eyeshadow palette. But I think that the design of the palette is beautiful and I really like the colors. I like the color combination. Now, first of all, when I was looking at the eyeshadow palette at the first promo photos that we had, I was not very attracted because of this denim blue color. I don't like wearing blue eyeshadows. They just don't suit my skin tone and my eye color. But I really like the brown color, and this lilac purple color I think is going to be very suitable for the summer season. And I really enjoy using the purple color from this year's Chanel Délice Pastel collection, which I really love. So looking at the swatches, and I'm very aware with the formulation of these eyeshadows, if you like the colors, I would say go for it. I think that this is a beautiful palette, and especially if you have brown eyes, I think that this eyeshadow palette is going to be excellent for you. Now, the blue and the purple colors look absolutely stunning on brown hazel eyes. So if you have this kind of coloring, I think you're going to enjoy this eyeshadow palette a lot. Next, we're moving on to the new multi-use palettes from Gucci, and I was really interested to try those. I'm still waiting for them to arrive because right now we have very limited shades at my Gucci retailer, and I don't like all of them. I don't like all color stories. I don't like all color stories here, so I'm waiting for the right shade, but I would love to try this one. Eka has one of the eyeshadow palettes, and I think that this one is very beautiful. Then we're moving on to Dior's summer releases. Now, in my previous video, I mentioned to you that I really do not like the eyeshadow palette of Dior's summer collection. I want to get the highlighter and one bronzer. Unfortunately, the collection is still not arriving at my local Dior retailer. I definitely want to get the pinkish highlighter because Dior makes some of the most beautiful powder highlighters. So if you are looking for a good powder highlighter, look no further. I think that you're going to be happy with Dior's highlighters. I'm not attracted to the golden one, but I'm definitely attracted to the pinkish one. I think it's going to look beautiful, and I have probably 5 or 6 Dior highlighters. Now, if the collection is in delay more than a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks or so, I'm probably going to skip, because I already have 5 highlighters of Dior, which I barely used. So it will not make sense for me to buy another one. I wanted to buy it so that I can show it to you. I can compare it to the other highlighters from the permanent collection. But unfortunately, the collection is in delay here, so it's not arriving. But I love also the powder bronzers of Dior. They have some incredible quality, very soft, smooth, almost velvety bronzer. So if you're looking for a good bronzer, I would say definitely go for Dior. Also, I think that the packaging this year is beautiful. Now, what arrived at my local Dior retailer, and it arrived a month ago, more than a month ago, was the whole SPF collection of Dior, which I'm not going to buy. I tried everything in store. My amazing Dior consultants were very kind to me to give me really generous samples of the whole collection. And I tried the Face SPF 30 and I like it. It has a very rich consistency. I've used Dior's SPFs in the past, but the main issue that I have with this one is that it sits very oily on my skin, and I know that I don't want to use this one in the summer months just because it's going to make my skin way too oily. I much prefer my current SPF, the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Pro, because it's a gel texture, it's very light. But probably if you are on the drier side, you can go ahead and try this one. It has a very rich, thick, creamy consistency. It blends beautifully, it doesn't leave a white cast once you blend it in, but I just don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy my Perfectionist Pro. I've tried it a few times because I had very generous samples, so I've worn it probably for a week, and I don't see any exceptional benefits for my skin, and I don't like the texture. I know that with SPFs, I just want to like the texture. I want to really enjoy the texture, and makeup doesn't apply really that flawlessly on top of it. So I have to be careful. I have to use a very thin foundation or tinted moisturizer on top of it so that it looks good. And then I have to apply a good amount of powder to make my skin less oily looking. But if I want to wear it on its own, just my skin becomes too oily and I don't like it. And then the Body Milk is absolutely gorgeous, but I'm going to buy this one only if I go on a summer vacation, not just like that. And probably even for a summer vacation, I will not buy this one because it is SPF 30 and I prefer SPF 50 for my body if I'm on vacation. So the Body Milk is a good one. Then the Shimmery Oil, it is a nice one. It's a little bit thinner in consistency compared to my Le Beige Shimmering Oil, but I still have a whole bottle of the Le Beige Shimmering Oil, which is unused, and that's why I'm going to skip it. And then the Bronzing Cream, I don't use these on my face and on my body. I don't really like to self-tan because they tend to be a little bit irritating on my skin, so I'm skipping this one. And then the After Sun Balm is lovely. It feels very nice, very moisturizing. So if you're looking for a good After Sun Balm, I would recommend this one. It's a good one. Next, we have a lot of exciting releases from Tom Ford, and the 3 eyeshadow palettes that you see right here have already been released, sold out, and restocked at some retailers. And unfortunately, they still haven't arrived here. I was expecting them. At my local Tom Ford retailer, they know that they have to save me one piece from each. But I don't know if they are going to arrive. It is very strange because first this collection launched in some European countries. I believe that it was available for a little while in the Netherlands. And then it launched in the UK and the US, and I still cannot get a hold of these eyeshadow palettes, but they are permanent. So sooner or later, I know that I'm going to get those. And I'm most attracted to Hazy Sensuality. This is my favorite one. So if you can, grab those because they are the wet and dry formula from Tom Ford. And this is my favorite eyeshadow formula. I think that this is the best, one of the best eyeshadow formulas in my whole collection. I really enjoy this formula from Tom Ford. Then I have interesting news about Chanel. We already have seen some photos of the whole Le Beige Summer 2023 makeup collection from Chanel, and they are going to release a lot of products in a travel size packaging, which is going to be quite pricey, but then all travel size packagings are usually pricier than the regular size products. Now, what I heard from one of you commented under my video, I'm going to make sure to link actually my Le Beige Summer 2023 makeup collection video here. I don't know what's happening here. Anyways, so I'm going to link my video here so that you can watch. I actually like the idea of travel size products because a lot of people that are hesitant are going to be able to purchase a product and decide if they like it or not. And sometimes travel size packaging really works. So it's all up to you to decide whether you want it or not. And one of you commented under my video that Chanel are going to release a small size, travel size of my favorite Water Fresh tint. And this is going to be amazing because I know that a lot of people feel hesitant to try this product. It is quite extraordinary. So I think that this is going to be an excellent decision from Chanel. If they decide to release the Le Beige Water Fresh tint in a small size bottle, then this is going to be fantastic. I think that a lot of people are going to take advantage of that and finally try this product and decide for themselves, because they used to have these little samples, and I've had from these samples of the Water Fresh tint, but they don't work. The sample is really cute. It comes with the teeniest, tiniest little brush that you can imagine. But from this sample, you cannot really decide whether you like the product or not, because somehow it just doesn't work in a sample. This product is very extraordinary, so you can't really try it from a sample. Now, for all of you who love Chantecaille makeup, I have some news about their summer makeup collection. So let's go ahead and have a closer look at their summer makeup collection. Now, for me, I personally do not support Chantecaille anymore because they disappointed me on a number of occasions. Plus, I did my own research, and it turns out that Chantecaille only donate if you purchase products from their US website. And I kind of felt misled because every time when I purchase, I'm thinking that I'm supporting something, but I'm not supporting anything because I cannot buy the products from the US website. So it's all up to you to decide whether you support the brand or not. But I know that a lot of you love the brand and still respect it. So the summer makeup collection of Chantecaille is going to be Cosmos inspired. Well, they are trying everything basically. There are not going to be new products. There are going to be 2 shades of the bronzer, the gel powder bronzer, but I don't think that these are new shades. I don't have confirmed information, but I don't think that these are going to be new shades. I think that these are just the well-known gel bronzers of Chantecaille, which are good. I admit that this is one of the good products from Chantecaille that did not disappoint. So if you're looking for a good bronzer, it is a little bit shiny, so it's very similar to the Sisley Gel Powder Bronzer. I'm going to get mine to show you now. So the Chantecaille bronzers have very similar texture to this gel powder bronzer from Sisley. I much prefer the Sisley one, but that's just a personal opinion. If you're looking for a good gel powder bronzer, then Chantecaille have a good one, and this is just going to be a limited edition packaging. I'm not sure if the shades are new. Maybe one of the shades is going to be new, the other one is going to be a repeat. I cannot really tell from the photo here, but I'm not very inspired by the packaging this time, and overall, as I mentioned, I just don't want to think that I'm supporting a cause and I'm not supporting actually anything just because I don't shop from the US website. Now, there are going to be 2 new lipsticks, and one is Ceylon, which is almost like it's described as a sheer black orchid. This one might be interesting. And then the other one is Freesia, which is described as a fluttering rose beige rose color. I think that these two are nice. You can never tell what's going to be the lipstick formula. Sometimes it's very pigmented, sometimes it's very sheer. So it's basically whatever they decide. So I'm definitely going to be skipping this collection. I know that a lot of people love the lipsticks of Chantecaille. I personally don't like them because they don't feel luxurious to me. I much prefer to buy another from other brands like Dior, Chanel, maybe Clé de Peau, because they, at least I'm getting this luxurious feel, and the lipsticks of Chantecaille just feel a little bit not very luxurious to me, but that's my personal opinion. I have from the lipsticks of Chantecaille, but I never use them. Then I also have information about the new face mask that is coming from La Mer. It's probably going to be released in the summer months, and it's the first La Mer detox mask. Now overall, I have to say that La Mer skincare is very pricey, but there are some skincare products from La Mer that I really like, and I think that they are effective and they work usually for people who have very sensitive skin. I usually buy La Mer skincare for my partner because he has very sensitive skin, and I feel like La Mer skincare always helps to calm his skin and to repair his skin and make it a lot healthier overall. So I think that even though it's pricey, I like it. So I'm excited about this launch from La Mer. And we have a new Gucci foundation. This is the 24-hour wear breathable foundation with SPF 15 luminous matte finish. I was very disappointed with the last foundation from Gucci. I really somehow did not work on my skin. It would look good the first couple of hours, and after that it would start to emphasize all of my pores, imperfections. I have a review of this foundation. I've tried everything to use it, to like it, but somehow I feel scared now to buy from this Gucci foundation. Maybe I have to just try it first in store, to try it from a sample, because last time I purchased one, the shade did not match well. Then I purchased another bottle, and again it did not work for me, and I still have the 2 bottles somewhere, but I need to declutter that. Now we're moving on to the new Armani Luminous Silk blushes, and I think that these are gorgeous. I cannot skip these. I already saw them in store, but they were still not allowed to sell them at that time. So I saw them a couple of weeks ago, and I truly have fallen in love with them. Now my favorite color was number 10, which was a very soft kind of a beige, peachy beige blush. I even tried it on my cheeks and it looked so beautiful that I have fallen in love. So I think that if you are looking for a good blush, I think that this is excellent. This one is excellent from Giorgio Armani. It is so stunning, gorgeous, luminous, but not too luminous, not too shimmery. So it's a beautiful shade. I'm definitely getting the shade number 10. Now I have to comment on one of the newest Pat McGrath releases. She just released new bronzers, which I would love to try. A bronzer from Pat McGrath because her powders are very good quality. And then there is a beautiful eyeshadow palette that I would love to try. The eyeshadow formulation of Pat McGrath is quite extraordinary, and even though I like natural makeup looks, I enjoy using her eyeshadows. I just like to use a lot of the colors as one and done eye color, but they photograph so beautifully. When applied on the eyes, they look gorgeous on camera, and they look gorgeous also on photographs. So I'm probably going to buy the eyeshadow palette, the bronzy eyeshadow palette, because these colors, I just love those colors so much. It looks beautiful. This collection looks very, very beautiful. And probably I'm going to skip the lip gloss from this collection just because I have so many lip products that I still have to use, even though I'm very attracted to this. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried already the collection and what you think. Do you think it's worth the splurge or not? But I love a bronzy collection. There is a new fragrance that is tempting me, and this is from Jo Malone. It is the Sakura Cherry Blossom. I want to have this one in my collection. I tried it. It's very fresh. It's like a bergamot cherry kind of scent. It's very fresh and lovely for the spring-summer season. But I just purchased in the past month and a half. I probably purchased, I have to think, but it's probably around 10 fragrances, and I need to slow down with the fragrances now. I really, really want this one because it is beautiful. It's the most gorgeous summer scent. It has bergamot cherry. It's very fresh, green, and suitable for the summer season. I have a lot of fragrances on my wish list, but as I said, I need to slow down a little bit with the fragrances because I lately purchased 10 fragrances and I have to slow down a bit. Now, as we're speaking of fragrances, I could not miss. My latest fragrance purchase was a favorite fragrance of mine, which is being discontinued. I wanted to let you know that Lancôme are discontinuing one of my all-time favorite perfumes. And this was my last perfume purchase because at my local retailer, they had 2 more bottles left and I got one of them. The other one was already saved, reserved. This is the Lancôme Trésor in Love. I remember this fragrance was first launched in 2010 and I purchased this one right when it was announced. I purchased this one from an airport and I have enjoyed this one so much. I don't even remember how many bottles of this one I purchased over the years. So this is the most innocent, gorgeous, ladylike fragrance. It is a lot more fresh and I would say more elegant compared to the Trésor Midnight Rose. It has a very strong violet note. If you love violet, then this fragrance is going to be amazing. I still found it in a couple of retailers. I'm going to make sure to leave links in the description box. It's sold out everywhere else. But I still found it. If you like this kind of a fresh spring summer scent, this is a beautiful fragrance. I don't understand why Lancôme are deciding to discontinue this. I love both Trésor Midnight Rose and Trésor in Love. Trésor in Love is definitely more office friendly, whereas Trésor Midnight Rose is more seductive, it's more playful, more romantic, but I absolutely love Trésor in Love. So it has bergamot, peach, but the note that I feel the most here is the violet. It's so feminine, classy, sophisticated, charismatic. It's so lovely. It's beautiful fragrance. Tom Ford came out with a new Traceless Soft Matte Concealer and it's already available at my retailer. Let me know if you want me to review this concealer, if you want me to show it in a video. I think that it is a good concealer overall. I haven't purchased it, I just tried it in store. Let me know if you want me to swatch some shades of the concealer and let me know if you want a review of this concealer. Also, there is an interesting new tinted lip oil from Rare Beauty. I am actually going to buy some Rare Beauty makeup products and I'm going to do a separate video and share with you my thoughts about the brand because I think that a lot of people are interested. I'm also interested to try this one. And then we have a very interesting SPF from Kosas, and this is the Silicone-Free Mineral Sunscreen SPF 40 with ceramides and peptides, which sounds so amazing, and it's already available in the US. Still not available in Europe, but if you've tried it, let us know how it works. I am very tempted to try this one. This is definitely on my wish list. I love trying new SPF products, so this is going to be a yes from me, a big yes. I'm going to try this one for sure because ceramides and peptides in an SPF product, Kosas have very good complexion products. What I've noticed is that they easily go bad, probably because they contain natural ingredients, probably because they don't have parabens, I don't know, preservatives, but their products go bad very quickly and that's why you have to use them once you buy them. But this is an SPF, I go through SPFs very quickly, so I don't fear for that. I am certainly going to buy this one. Then we're moving on to the new Tom Ford lipsticks. These are Liquid Lip Lux Matte lipsticks. I'm going to skip those because I just don't like this formula. This formula I've tried from Dior. I tried also, they arrived at my local Tom Ford counter. I just don't like how drying they feel on my lips. They don't look flattering on my lips. Probably if my lips were a little bit fuller, it was going to work for me. But no, it's a no from me. It just doesn't work for my lips. Next, the terracotta foundation. I only tried it in store. They are not allowed to, it still hasn't arrived. It arrived only for educational purposes and my very good consultants at Guerlain allowed me to try it on my skin, but I cannot form an opinion from just one use. I really liked how it wore during the day, but they just applied it on my skin and I want to test it for myself. When I review foundation, I like to wear it for a few days at least so that I can form an opinion. So I will have to wait for this one, unfortunately. And then there is a very interesting product that I want to try. Too Faced released Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF 30 Moisturizing Skin Tint. If you have tried this one, please leave me a comment. Let me know how it works. I want to try this one because it looks like the kind of a light base product that I want to use and that I'm going to use. It retails for $42 US. You might try this one during the Sephora sale if you're based in the US. I think it's going to be excellent. These Too Faced is usually a little bit more expensive in Europe, which is normal. We usually get products that are a little bit more expensive here in Europe. And I think these were all of the beauty news that I wanted to share with you. These were the more interesting products that I wanted to share with you at this moment. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what are some products that you're interested to see in my videos. I would love to know. And thank you so much for spending time with me. Until next time, bye!